Pre-heat wave. We are back from Italy. That was the fastest 48 hours ever, but it was so lovely. Getting to walk around Lecce. I think they say that Lecce is the Florence of Puglia. I've never been to Florence, but I can confirm that Lecce is absolutely stunning. It was so quiet first thing in the morning. And obviously it was so special getting to see our friends get married, and it was so fun to participate in the tea ceremony. My outfit was all good, so's was Cameron's in the end. He had like a bit of a nightmare with the thing that he ordered and then had to swap it, but the whole thing was just very perfect for something very fast. And that is officially it on our Euro summer for 2026, and it's like not even June. We have kind of front-loaded things this year. We've done Greece and Italy very quickly, and now we are settled in for the summer, which actually feels really nice. I feel like there has been so much travel this year. We've literally done South Africa, Mauritius, Italy and Greece, and that is plenty. That's plenty for an entire year, and it's definitely plenty for the first 6 months of the year. We're officially settling in for a full summer at home. I'm so looking forward to it. It's such a nice feeling just to feel settled. And summer is in full swing. I mean, you couldn't pay me to dry my hair today. Talk about a bank holiday heat wave that is just crazy. I think it's 33 today, which, you know, when you're in London, 33 honestly just feels like 45. I've got quite a fun bank holiday food shop coming in a little bit, so I'm looking forward to that arriving. I think I'm gonna make myself a summer smoothie right now, try and cool myself down a little bit. I'm worried, it's like 10 a.m. and I'm already, but I'm not complaining about it. It's so nice. So we're just gonna spend a few very summery days together. My mission for today, my bank holiday mission, is to make some more progress on my crochet bag. Also, really want to ideally finish my book or make really good headway with my book. Oh, it really feels like this is the start of the summer vlogs. This one kind of looks like a handbag. Look at this strawberry.
Yes.
It looks silly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Slightly overdone the chia seeds. This feels more like a milkshake, honestly, than a smoothie. Doesn't that just look like the perfect strawberry milkshake? But it's actually a banana, strawberry, chia seed, a little bit of honey, Greek yogurt, and like the cutest colour pink, as if I was unintentionally almost a perfect match. Time for a taste test. Yeah, no notes, you just literally can't go wrong. That is so refreshing and so yummy. If I had children, I would immediately put these, like pour them into those little like iced lolly molds and put a stick in it, and this would be the nicest like little low sugar, kind of healthy, like strawberry ice cream lollipop type things. Yum. I'm gonna make one for Cameron as well. He said he only wanted a little bit, so he can just have a little one. Also, I will link, we got a bunch of these glass straws because I'm trying to reduce the amount of plastic we have in the house, but they come in like shorter ones and longer ones, and they're slightly kind of thicker at the top, so they're perfect for smoothies, and then they're also perfect for whether you've got short glasses and long glasses. A very small thing, but I'm very obsessed with these straws. So I'll link them in case you're after some nice glass straws for your house. Right, I'm gonna take this to Cameron. For anyone that missed the video where I started this project, I'm currently in the middle of working on making my first ever kind of crochet item, but more specifically, I'm making my 2026 summer bag. I want a cute crochet bag. I was having a look on Pinterest, and I'm going for something that looks kind of like this. I'll pop some of my inspo pics up on the screen. I don't know if I'm capable of making something that looks like that, but I'm trying. And to learn how to do this, because this is a completely new skill for me, I've been taking a class on Skillshare. The specific class I'm currently taking, let me get it up so I can give you the exact name in case you want to take the same one, It's called Learn to Crochet Granny Squares, Craft Your First Handbag. I'm currently on lesson 3 of the class, which I've been on for a while now because that is where I have to make the granny squares, which obviously build up the majority of the bag. This is where I'm at. So I had made, last time I showed you, these are the colors that I have picked, like pink, white, and like a sagey green. I still really love the colors, so I'm glad that I've come back to it like a few weeks later. I'm still happy with my colors. I've got these 4, which are like complete squares made, which some have pink in the middle and green on the outside, and then some have green in the middle, and then some have green in the middle and pink on the outside. And then one of you guys commented, or a couple of you commented actually, and said a better way to do it would be to make each of the layers like in the layer's entirety and then build and build. What I mean by that is I've made all of like the inner layer, I think this is called a round. I've made all of the rounds in both pink and green. And then I've started to do the second layer. So this is the final round, which I've just realized I haven't done the second layer of yet. And then all of these are where I've done the green and then the pink. The class honestly makes it so easy. Basically what I do is I watch the class through twice, and then I feel confident with like making that particular layer, and then I can just like put on an audiobook, watch TV, etc. while I do it, and then I can come back to the class when I need like a refresh. So my visual plan for the bag, this might make more sense when I've done a bit more on the project, but my plan is to have, because originally I was going to alternate, but I think my plan now is to have all one in terms of like pink or green along the front and the back, and then the base and the sides are going to be alternating. So it's not like pink in the middle, green on the outside, green in the middle, pink on the outside, da, 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 da. It's going to be everything's the same on the front, everything's the same on the back, and then the sides are different. And then I have decided, having spoken to some of my crochet expert friends, that what I'm going to do is I'm also going to line the bag once I've completed the class and made the thing, because I think the type of yarn that I've used is not as sturdy as it should be for the bag. I just kind of got what I could find, and so I don't think it's going to be able to take a lot of weight, whereas if I line it with something linen, so then I will need to get into some sewing, which I will then look up, probably like a sewing a bag lesson on Skillshare as well. If you've never heard of Skillshare or you don't know anything about it, it is basically an online platform that hosts so many different creative classes for an endless number of topics, whether you're looking to get into crochet like me, or whether you want to do one of the hobbies that I love, like scrapbooking, journaling. Sewing is the next main thing that I really want to try on Skillshare to complete this project, and then I'd love to start some more sewing type projects as well. If you saw from the wedding, my mum made those like makeup bag pouches for each of us, and I really want to learn how to make something like that as well. But even outside of those ones, there's painting, there's digital design, there's becoming an illustrator, and all of the classes are taught by real people that are real, like world-class creatives and professionals in each of those industries. It's honestly such a great platform if you're looking for a little bit of inspiration to get yourself off your phone a little bit, if you're trying to avoid like the scrolling brain rot. I often find that the sunshine can bring out the creativity in us. So if you're feeling a bit of creative flair and you want to channel some of that energy into a new project, then the first 500 people that either scan the QR code on screen or click on the link in the description box will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. My ambition for today is to get all of the granny squares like completely completed. And then ideally, I mean, it's a chill bank holiday. I don't have, like, it's a nice rest day. Ideally, I would then also get a couple of the granny squares joined so I could have like the front panel done and the back panel done or something. Or maybe this, I don't know, something like that would feel very productive. But my target is to have the bag fully finished by the end of June. I'm not like rushing myself or putting myself under any major pressure. It's just when I've got like a nice spot of free time and I can just go outside, sit in the sunshine and just make some more progress on it. And I think if I've got it done by the end of June, then I'll have all of July and all of August to wear my summer bag. So I'm gonna go lock in right now, probably put an audiobook on, and I'm gonna see how many of these I can do. I think I'm gonna work on pinks for now. Maybe I'll work on the pinks and I get all of these pinks kind of white borders done, but I think I'm getting better. But I do think I'm getting better. I think some of them are still definitely better than others, but I think that kind of slightly rustic look is all part of it. I've just been putting away some of the food shop. Oh, we've got some fun bits. I don't know why a bank holiday food shop, it just feels like It feels like it's like a summer barbecue, like party day, even if you have no social plans. Some fun bits that I got that we don't normally get. I guess that's what I mean. Like I order things that we wouldn't normally have in our weekly rotation, which pretty much means going ham in the deli section. I got these dinky cheese and onion muffins, which I've already like popped it open because I'm confident I'm gonna have one of these for lunch now. They smell so good. So I've got some little mini cheese and onion muffins. I've also got a salmon and broccoli quiche. I love this one, the M&S salmon broccoli quiche. I got 2 packs of, I've recently been learning about nitrites and nitrates in like processed or cured meats and how they're like really bad. But nitrates or nitrites, you can tell I haven't done thorough research. Nitrates or nitrites that naturally occur in vegetables are really good for you. For example, they are very highly present, they're very prevalent in beetroots, and that is very good. I can't remember if it's nitrate or nitrite that are present in beetroot. If you have high blood pressure, it's very good at lowering your blood pressure, but you don't want added nitrates and nitrites, which I think they add to processed cured meats to extend their shelf life, and I think to keep the meat pink or something, I don't know, but apparently it's really bad. Apparently in bacon and sausages as well, like really bad. But there's this brand called Unearthed, which makes nitrate and nitrite free like hams and salamis and stuff like that. And then, I've already put it away because it's so hot, everything's melting immediately. I haven't had Haagen-Dazs ice cream in so long, and I decided to get the strawberries and cream. This tastes, I had a little spoonful immediately. It doesn't smell of anything. It's like, well, I guess it kind of does, but you taste ice cream more than you smell it, don't you? This tastes like, does anyone remember mini milks? I don't know if the mini milks were just an English thing. I was like talking to Cameron about them and he definitely didn't know what they were from like a South African childhood perspective. I don't know if they're anywhere else. But this tastes like, to be honest, exactly like a mini milk, but with a slightly chic edge because there's actual chunks of real strawberries in it. But if there weren't chunks of real strawberries in this would just taste exactly like a mini milk, and it's so good. I think I'll probably eat this entire tub today. Delicious. So I think for lunch, I'm honestly just gonna make a bit of a mixed kind of snack platey thing. I still can't believe how much I like cottage cheese now. When I used to be one of those people that was just like, no, absolutely not. And now I just think it's so good. I think I'm just gonna make like a mixed plate of picnicky goodness. Some little piccolini tomatoes, some spring onions. Yum. I think the only thing I didn't get was some feta, which would have been really good. I think I'm also gonna pour myself a glass of my favorite. You guys told me before how you're supposed to pronounce it. It looks like you should say Belvoir, but I think is it like an F? Is it Bel? Can't remember, but I definitely don't know how to pronounce it because Belvoir is incorrect. But this sparkling elderflower and rose, it's so delicious. And I'm not someone that usually likes the flavor of rose, but this stuff is so good. If you're after like a non-alcoholic drink, like pouring this in like a nice wine glass, or you feel very fancy. I'm gonna whip up a very delicious lunch, and it's probably time to tie my hair back now because now that it's fully dried naturally, it's all a bit poofy and a bit much. Honestly, what a dream. Cheese and onion muffin, salmon and broccoli quiche, some cured meats, a handful of rocket, rosa verde salad, tomatoes with spring onion, salt, pepper, some lemon juice, some olive oil, and then some cottage cheese with hot honey, and my sparkling elderflower and rose, just deliciousness drink. Yum. Good morning. One of the best days is hair appointment day. I've just arrived in Parsons Green to get my hair done because after the disaster of the wedding hair, I still like can't really comprehend that I spend so much on getting my hair done. Well, comparatively to before I ever got it dyed. But now that I get my hair dyed, like getting your hair cut like done is so expensive. I can't believe I spent whatever it was getting my hair done for my wedding, and it was so bad. The worst my hair has ever been was for my wedding, but what can you do? Anyway, I'll tell you what you can do. My original hairdresser, who I love, Dejan, he's amazing. He moved from Richmond to Parsons Green to a completely different salon, which is why I stuck with my current salon in Richmond, because it's so much closer to, well, it's right near my parents, so I can go visit my parents and get my hair done at the same time. So I stuck with them, and that was a mistake. It was a mistake. So I messaged him and I was like, I'm following you now wherever you go. Wherever you can go anywhere. You can go to East London. I'm coming. So he's moved to Parsons Green. So that's what I'm going to be doing from now on, probably, is driving to Parsons Green. So I'm going to get my hair done. It's so long. I think this is probably the longest my hair has ever been. It is in a terrible state. It's so dry and wiry, and now all of the toner that I like put in, all the dark toner to try and cover up the dodgy highlights, now all that's washed out, I've got like quite thick, just like really obvious stripy highlights, which I'm desperate to fix, and if anyone can fix them, he can. Getting my hair done is kind of the equivalent of like going to the spa. I just love it. I'm just gonna sit there, read my book. I've got my laptop so I can do a little bit of editing, but I'm finally reading Yesteryear. It is right at the end of May, and I'm finally reading our book club pick for May. So I'm finally gonna get into this properly now. I'm gonna try and get this done in the next 24 hours. Maybe I can just get it done today, to be honest. I'm gonna see how I go, but I'm gonna read some Yesteryear. I also have with me Fever Dream, Elsie Silver's new release, which I've been audiobooking on the way here. I'm 90% of the way through, so I'm nearly done. So maybe I'll finish this right now. I might just sit in the car. How long have I got before my appointment? 20 minutes. I'll probably just sit and finish this now, and then I'll read Yesteryear when I'm in there. And I think the plan later this afternoon / this evening is to go for a nice walk along the river. I haven't been to a pub this whole heat wave, which feels like a crime. Yesterday, I spent the afternoon babysitting my tiny bestie. I picked her up from nursery and I babysat her until her mum came back, and then me and Amelia sat in the garden and drank rosé, and it was so nice, and I thought we need to get to a pub garden, so maybe we'll do that. Got my very large iced coffee with me because anything to help cool us down. Right, I've got 20 minutes. I'm gonna lock in, try and finish Fever Dream, and then we can head in. I can't really show you like a proper, maybe I'll try and get a clip once I have to take my hair out. Like every single time I go get my hair cut, I feel awkward about like giving my hair to them to touch when it's so greasy, but it just feels wrong to go and get your hair done with like freshly washed hair, because then they're about to freshly wash it. This time it feels especially bad though, so I'm feeling a bit awkward about that, but I'll try and take it'll probably will be like stuck, but I'll try and take like a little bit of a before so I can show you the after when it's done, but I'm excited. Done. I am so happy with it. Just had a crazy gust of wind, which, I mean, it wasn't really styled anyway. We just left it super simple. I was like, there is no point in this heat. And I have nowhere to go, no plans. So we didn't do any crazy styling, but oh, it just feels so much nicer. It's so much darker now that we've tried to chill out the the highlights, and also just like we've taken out all the brassiness, which I love. I've got that affliction of like, you've just had your hair cut, now all you want to do is like touch it, when really this is when you should just be leaving it, but it feels so soft and my head feels so light. But for anyone that's curious, I basically have in between, so this time we just did basically like a root tint and melt, kind of like a reverse balayage essentially. So I had a bit of a reverse balayage, just like tried to melt out where some of the highlights were and just smooth everything out, take out all the brassiness. And then I obviously had it cut. I had like, I think this much, we went for kind of 2-3 inches, something like that, to taken off the bottom, and it does feel much shorter, which is great. We did some face framing bits at the front, and then at the back he doesn't do like a straight chop, he kind of like blends it around the side so that when I bring it around the front, it kind of almost looks like I've got more layers than I do. So I can still style it and I can still tie it up properly. And then the next time I go, I'll probably have some more lightness put in, and I'll do like a couple of scattered highlights maybe, but like put back in the place that I like and the tone that I like, which is more of like a golden, warmer tone as opposed to like an ashier blonde, because I find that ashier blonde in my hair it just then looks grey. Anyways, I'm so happy about that. And then I've just popped in, so often I'm so good at resisting going into a Bailey and Sage. For anyone that doesn't know what a Bailey and Sage is, I don't know if it's just like a UK thing or what. And I don't even think there's a really nice one. That one was actually a really, really nice one, but there's a really nice one on Wimbledon High Street that usually suckers me in. But it's essentially like Whole Foods, but even nicer. I guess it's kind of maybe like London's equivalent of a Dalesford. It's essentially a farm shop, but it's lovely. Anyway, I tried to resist so much. Some of those bottles of rosé looked so delightful, but I feel like we're pretty well stocked at the moment already. So I got myself a little baguette, a little chicken sandwich. I got a butterbean dip. I thought this looked delicious. I love a butterbean dip. I usually love making them myself, but I couldn't resist. Butter beans, olive oil, salt, pepper, lemon zest, tomato, garlic, and parsley. Literally nothing else in it. So clean. Yum. Oh yeah, and then my sandwich. I think it's basically a chicken mayo, but it will be delicious. And then I couldn't decide from the treat section, but in the end I went for, I think they called this a marathon flapjack slice. I don't know what that means. I've never had a marathon flapjack before, but it was between that, a tiffin slice, a millionaire shortbread. There were so many goodies. There's so many different types of cannoli, but anyway, I went for this, which I think kind of looks like flapjack, but the UK version of flapjack, because to Cameron, a flapjack is like a pancake in South Africa. How odd is that? It's obviously not odd if you're from South Africa, but to have a word that like means kind of like a sweet treat thing, but it's completely different. For us, obviously, a flapjack is oats with golden syrup and butter wedged together in a solid block. And in South Africa, a flapjack, I think it's a pancake. It's not a waffle. I think it's literally just like a pancake. Anyway, flapjack with, it looks like on top is maybe, should I open it? Should we have a little nibble? I really want to eat it after my sandwich though, but maybe we'll just, I'm expecting good things. This is what it looks like. It's oats, and then I think these are little bits of like peanut with a chocolate layer on top. And there is like a, you can see around here, there's like a caramelly layer. So I think it's like oats, caramel with nuts in. Have a little bite. Oh my God, it's not caramel, it's like fudge. It's like a sugary fudge layer with peanuts. Oh wow, I just got such a hit of peanut. Look, giant peanut. That is deadly. I'm gonna get home, probably eat my sandwich in the car because I'm hungry, and then have myself a cup of tea. Oh, I should have got Cameron something. Okay, I'm gonna I'll share my marathon flapjack with him. Cup of tea, and that this afternoon. Yum. For now though, hair accomplished. It feels really weird, my hair being so dark all of a sudden. I keep seeing it in the viewfinder being like, oh my gosh, my hair does it look really dark? It will get lighter when I wash it because the toner will start to come out, but oh, it just feels so nice and light. I listened to a lot of great songs in 2025. This is a 2025 throwback list, and it's good. This song feels like summer to me so much. Like being in your early 20s in the summer. That the best way to eat a Mr. Whippy was to take the flake, which I've already done, wrap it around the sauce, so like get your...
I see. I'd never thought about that.
Get your chocolate flake, I've shown you a million times. Get your chocolate flake covered in the sauce, and then push it into the middle. So by the time I get to the cone, I'll be eating flake and sauce and ice cream and cone.
Cold chocolate like that tastes like nothing.
Really? No, but I've taught you about chocolate in the fridge.
No, but that's because it melts in your mouth and gives a nice crunch. In the middle there, you can't really taste the flake.
This is the same thing.
Not sure about that.